rather than inhabit it. Alright, today I'm going to show you some really cool things you can do with 3OSC. It has a very bad reputation, but trust me, it is a very powerful plugin when used correctly. So obviously we're going to start off by loading up a 3OSC. Just going to middle click on this blank little desktop here. I'm going to drag 3OSC into our mixer on a free mixer slot. I'm going to choose 7. Alright, and bring it up. Right now it doesn't look like it's anything really interesting, just the default patch. Nothing too fantastic, but we're here to change that. I'm going to talk to you guys about phase cancellation. What phase cancellation is when a waveform passes a certain amplitude. It's got positive and negative points of amplitude, which I'll bring up in Edison to show you. I'll just record. Let's stop it. So if we zoom in, you'll see it passes a middle point, goes up, then down. If you have two of these points overlapping, you'll have an up point and a down point. There'll be no sound. We can take advantage of this by phase cancelling, and it adds some really interesting dynamics to your sound. So basically what we're going to do, we're just going to wipe everything. So we're just left with a basic saw wave. So we're just going to click it, and this is what we've got, which is very harsh and piercing. So I'll bring it down a couple of octaves. Got that sound. Alright. To add some harmonic interest, we're going to phase cancel it with a square wave. Turn the volume on. Sounds fine now, but if we phase cancel it, it'll slow down the waveform. When you slow down the waveform, you'll get those slight overlaps, so you'll hear a slight kind of warble. It won't be too noticeable yet. But if we move the fine tune knob, you can hear a kind of chorusy effect if we keep on exaggerating that. You can kind of hear it, and just to reinforce everything, since we are going to be making a nice filthy drum and bass sound, we're just going to add a sine wave so we've got some reinforcement in the lower frequencies. Bring those down to about -12 semitones, so we're still in the same key. Alright, that sounds average, but we can make it better. So what we're going to do on that mixer in slot, we're going to put a distortion, just a basic fruity fast distortion. Alright, I'll give you guys a quick comparison. Before, and after. It sounds better, but we can make it even sweeter. So what we're going to do, in between the distortion and before it, we're going to chuck in a chorus. This is the chorus without the distortion. This is the chorus with the distortion. Sounding better, but it needs a bit of kick to it. So in the actual channel settings, we're going to apply a pitch envelope. Alright, to simulate a kind of kick drum kind of sound, what we're going to do, we're going to engage the pitch envelope. So if we go to Instrument and click on the pitch control, and we click on this little square here, if that's not clicked, this envelope isn't going to do anything. And this is what it sounds like so far. The reason it's not making any change of pitch is because the amount knob, this one here, hasn't been changed at all. So as we bring that up, it'll give us the amount of pitch that this will affect. As you can clearly see by that. So what we're going to do, we're going to bring the attack down, the hold down, the decay down, the sustain down, the release down, and it won't do anything. It'll just sound like it did before. So this is when we start tweaking the attack knob. So really just tweak it to your liking. I think that's a good balance. Right. And that's basically it. We'll just draw on a pattern. I don't know, just something basic. Just something horrifically simple. And then we're just going to go bang, draw that in. And just Control B, Control B, Control B, Control B, Control B. Just do something horrifically basic, and then slaughter it by putting drum loops on top of it. And an automation clip would also help. All these were made in advance, so don't feel guilty. Unsorted. All. And there you go.